Get your notebooks at the ready because today you are expanding your advanced vocabulary. Hello everyone, Anna here from englishlikeanative.co.uk. In today's lesson, I will first introduce you to 12 C1 level English verbs with their meanings and an example sentence, and then I will tell you a short story so that you can hear all those verbs in context. Let's get started. Adjudicate. This means to make a formal judgment in a legal dispute. For example, the judge had to adjudicate the case between the two parties. Next, compile. Compile. This means to gather and arrange information or material into a book, a report, or a list. I've just finished compiling the list of books that I really want to read this year. Next is debilitate. Debilitate. To debilitate means to make someone weak or infirm. For example, the car crash debilitated him and he was unable to walk. Next we have elaborate. Elaborate. To elaborate is to give more detail or information about something. You elaborate on it. You said you weren't happy with the work that I did, but can you elaborate a little bit on that? Next, to falsify. To falsify. To falsify something is to change it or make it false in order to deceive someone. Did you hear that David's under investigation? Yeah. Apparently he's accused of falsifying the company's financial records. He's in a lot of trouble. Next we have grapple. Grapple. To grapple is to deal with a difficult situation or problem. The two wrestlers grappled with each other for control. Next we have halt. Halt. To halt means to stop something from continuing or happening. The train came to a halt at the station. Next we have indict. Indict. To indict someone is to formally accuse them of a crime or offence. So you know David, yeah? He was indicted on charges of embezzlement. Next, to justify. Justify. This is to provide a good reason or explanation for something. I went to see David and he tried to justify his actions to me, but no, he's guilty. Next is to kindle. Kindle. To kindle is to start a fire or to ignite something. He kindled the fire by adding more wood, but he kindled their relationship by adding more passion. Next we have lavish. Lavish. To lavish is to give something in large quantities or with great generosity. She lavished him with compliments on his cooking. Next we have marvel. To marvel. This means to be extremely surprised or impressed by something. Wow! I couldn't help but marvel at the beauty of the sunset. Next we have nuzzle. Nuzzle. To nuzzle is to rub or press your face against someone or something affectionately. The puppy nuzzled his head under her hand. Next we have offend. Offend. To offend someone is to cause someone to feel upset or angry. He offended her by making a rude comment. Next we have peek. Peek. To peek means to take a quick look at something. Oh, she couldn't help but peek at the present when no one was looking. Okay, so that was our list. Now, before we move on, be sure to click the like button so I know that you are enjoying my content. Now, settle down and have a listen to my short story. See if you can spot the advanced verbs that we've just covered. Here we go. In a small English town called Maplewood, there lived a woman named Anna. Anna was a kind-hearted, hard-working woman who spent most of her days running her flower shop, Anna's Blooms. She loved nothing more than bringing a little bit of beauty and joy to people's lives with her carefully crafted bouquets. One day, as Anna was tending to her shop, a group of police officers walked in and began to compile a list of all the flowers in the store. Anna was confused and asked what was going on. The officers informed her that she had been indicted for falsifying the town's flower records. Anna was in shock and couldn't believe what she was hearing. As the case against Anna began, the prosecutor began to elaborate on the supposed evidence against her. They claimed that Anna had been lavishing the town's flower beds with rare and exotic flowers that were not native to the area. Anna tried to justify herself, but the prosecution was relentless. The trial was a grueling one, with Anna and the prosecution grappling with each other over every detail. The judge had to halt proceedings multiple times to adjudicate disputes. Anna's defense team tried to present evidence that proved her innocence, but the prosecution argued that it was falsified. Finally, the day of the verdict arrived. As the judge read out the decision, Anna felt her heart pounding in her chest. But to her surprise, the judge declared her innocent. The real culprit had been the town's mayor, who had been caught on camera sneaking rare flowers into the beds. Anna couldn't help but marvel at how close she had come to being wrongly convicted. She went back to her flower shop where her loyal customers had been eagerly awaiting her return. And as she hugged her dear friends, she couldn't help but peep at the clock, counting the minutes until she could finally close shop and go home to be with her cat, who would undoubtedly nuzzle into her lap and purr all evening. But her relief was short-lived, as the same group of police officers returned to her shop, this time accusing her of offending a certain police officer with her flower arrangements. Anna, with a twinkle in her eye, quickly debilitated the false accusation with a well-crafted bouquet, which was beautifully arranged with a note saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you."